Today's video, I'm going to be going over the best settings for mobile PvP for MCPE 1.17. Without further ado, let's get started in today's awesome video. Guys, so today's video is going to be all about PvP, and I'm going to be going over the best settings for MCPVP. So anyways, the first thing that we really need to focus on is our sensitivity over here. So look, if you go over here to where it says touch, you'll notice that we have a little bar that says sensitivity. Now at the moment, we currently have it at 100. But notice, if I were to put it at like 27, look how slow it is. So in PvP, you always want to turn fast. You always want to turn fast. You don't want to make sure your opponent gets behind you or anything. You want to make sure that you're always facing your opponent and that you don't have your back towards them. Which is why I suggest that you always turn your sensitivity all the way up to the maximum over here, which in this instance is 100. What you really want to take a look at is your Y-axis over here. Now this, it really depends if you're comfortable or not. When you first download the game, invert Y-axis will be turned off. However, if you're not comfortable PvPing for whatever reason, then try turning it on over here, and it really boils down to person, but personally I play better when I do have inverted Y-axis turned on. So definitely take a look at that because that's very overlooked. But anyways, the next thing you really want to focus on is your FOV. Now I recommend that you turn your FOV all the way to the maximum over here for the best results in PvP. However, if you're like me and you're a content creator, people say that a higher FOV doesn't really look too good, which is why whenever I record videos, I turn it down to 80 over here, and look, this is how it looks like in 80. It looks pretty clean if you ask me. And here's how it looks like all the way to the maximum, which is 110 over here. As you can tell, it does look a little bit different, and some of my viewers, like I see in your comments, you guys asked me to turn down my FOV, so I do. But when it comes to PvP, I recommend turning your FOV all the way to the maximum over here. But once again, it really is up to personal preference. However, I like having it all the way to the maximum over there. The next thing you want to take a look at over here is your button size. Now it really does depend from person to person. I believe when you first download Minecraft, the button size is like 50, so you may want to increase it. It really depends on like the size of your hand. So yeah, I just find it easier to PvP when the button size is at 80. But once again, it really is up to personal preference, but I love using 80. You know, it gets the job done. And the next thing I want to take a look at is the swap, jump, and sneak. Now I actually have that turned on, and the reason why I have it turned on is because the jump button is more easier to access for me. So look, this is the crouch button for me. I usually turn that on because I like having this as a crouch button, and I like having the middle button in the D-pad to be the jump button, because if I want to, like for example, sprint and jump, it is just easier. I literally just press on the forward button and then just go down a little bit to jump, and it is super duper easy instead of going over here and just tapping this over here. I just feel like it is easier and much more convenient. And when you are PvPing, you definitely want to, you know, jump every now and then. You know, just so you're a more difficult target. But yeah, that definitely is something to look out for. And the last thing that you definitely need to take a look at is split controls. Now I'm gonna be honest with you guys, PvPing with split controls like this, and if you don't know, split controls refers to having a little crosshair in the middle, is much more difficult because you have to aim at whatever you're trying to hit. For example, this wolf, you have to aim your crosshair at it just like so, which is a little bit difficult, not gonna lie. And if you're on mobile PvP like me, then I heavily suggest that you turn that off, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly why. So look, I'm gonna turn off split controls. It's pretty easy to do so. And once again, all these settings are over here to where it says touch settings. And it's way easier, look, because you are able to just aim, like you can literally hit anywhere on the screen just like so. You are not limited to just the center of the crosshair. So that is definitely something to take a look at. You know, it's way more easier in my opinion. But once again, all of these settings really comes down to personal preference. However, I'm giving you the best recommendations for, you know, just a general PvP use. But now that I gave you guys the best settings for MCPE PvP 1.17, it's time to apply them in a PvP server. So this is optional. However, it does work for a lot of players, and that is to get a PvP texture pack. PvP texture packs make the textures of Minecraft much more simpler, so your game does not lag at all. And I'm going to be using the Bed Wars V2 32X pack, which can be found in the description down below. So I'm very happy about that. But anyways, we're now going to actually go to a PvP server, and once again, the PvP texture pack is optional, but I do recommend it because it does make your textures look way more cleaner, and also it reduces a bit of lag. Boys, here we are in a PvP server. We are in the PvP server Vassar, which the IP and port can be found in the description down below, so definitely take a look at that. But anyways, what you want to do is you actually want to join any type of hub you want or any type of free-for-all, and I'm basically going to be applying all the tips in this video right now. So all these settings that I'm currently using, and also the tips that I use, like never face your back against your opponent, which is kind of like boxing. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna be trying to PvP right now. So look, as you can tell, with our high sensitivity, we are able to turn our screen way better over here. Now, if you're wondering, I'm really not the best PvPer. I'm pretty mediocre, but look, I was able to combo that person over here. I was able to combo him easy peasy, lemon squeezy over there. So once again, I'm not really the best mobile PvPer, but I do know my way around some PvP. Like, I know how to PvP. I'm not a complete noob, but I'm not a master. I hope that makes sense. But I am able to teach people, you know, some tips and tricks on how to PvP. But look at him, look at him, look at him, look at him. We are able to get him really nicely. Like, we are able to get him in some pretty good combos because we have our like the little circle things. We don't have split touch. We are using a non-split. So he's getting a combo on me right now. But look, all I need to do is just turn my screen up around right over here, and you want to try strafing. And you guys probably heard the word strafing in the PvP community, but perhaps you don't know what it actually means. And strafing basically means going around your opponent to actually try to combo them over here. So let me try to strafe this guy over here. So basically, we are literally strafing each other over here. We're trying to go around each other. We're trying to run around to make ourselves a more difficult target. And he's going to try strafing me over here, but I'm able to combo him over here. So that's honestly pretty good. I'm more of a casual PvPer, so I'm really not an expert, but you know, I'm not a complete noob. I hope I made that very clear. So yeah, we are now comboing him right now. Like, oh, easy. We're doing good. We're actually doing really good. We're actually doing really good. Doing really good. I'm actually really proud of that. So definitely a massive W for us, guys. So I am very excited about this. Ooh, gotta go attack him over here. Come on, bro. Ooh, oh, combo. Yo, I'd like to reiterate once again that at the end of the day, it really does boil down to your personal preference on what is the best settings for you. I'm just giving you some general advice and what works best for me. Like, comment, and subscribe. See you later, French fries.